All right, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
All right, I know I have Mike and Jess are going to be late, and Sarah's actually off today, and Kevin had a job first thing this morning, so it's kind of a short meeting. We don't have a lot of people here today. A couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about to start with is our new channel leader should be starting next week on Monday, I believe. His name is Brian. Bryce, last day is today, so as I'm passing this out for you guys, I am going to be looking for a new warehouse / parts runner person. So I've already got an ad in and everything. I'm looking for that, but I've been kind of debating on it because I don't know. Bryce has been obviously, he works full time, so he comes in the morning, cleans up the offices a little bit, bathrooms and stuff like that, and then he'll, the warehouse, I can go have him clean it, and the next day it's a mess, and people are going in there, taking stuff out, and it's not really being accounted for. So if I get someone that's going to do that, we're probably going to be getting into doing inventory and everything else as well, so on the trucks, we can get all this stuff straightened out. But I am looking for somebody, so if you guys know somebody, it's probably, I think on the ad $14 to $16 an hour. It's not a huge amount of money because you're driving parts, getting parts, cleaning up, and that's really it. It's nothing that you have to have a lot of experience with. I prefer somebody who kind of is at least mechanically inclined and can identify parts, basic parts, and if they don't know what they are, they can figure it out without a lot of hand holding. This is a great job for someone who's kind of starting out in the workforce, a younger person. Who eventually may want to get into being an apprentice. But so if you know somebody who's interested, let me know. But I do have something posted already, so I will be looking that way as well. But that's where that's going to go. Truck inspection. I'm going to be starting to do next week. Starting to do one per day. So just a random. I'm going to kind of put a list together. And if I've done yours. Doesn't mean you won't get a second one in a week. It's possible, depends on who's all working and everything. But we need to keep these trucks clean. We just had truck 9. I have Bryce on his last day out there where it's hot and humid, and he's cleaning that truck up because it was left a mess from guys who no longer work here. But it's just been a habit. It seems to be that the trucks are being left that way. Not my truck. Just use it and abuse it and go on. So we do need to make that change, and we are going to be inspecting them, so I'm just letting you know. I think Kevin's going to be inspecting them occasionally too, so that may be in addition to me. Okay, so for today, Michael Kohler job.
I do know Michael Kohler's house.
You do know his house?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been there a lot.
Good. All right. So you know what's going on with that, but I looked into the invoice.
I don't know what we need to do though.
Well, that's what I'm showing you right here.
It, yeah. But
Okay, so basically it looks like the invoice summary is saying add a 1.5 ton condenser and coil, refrigerant lines with vinyl cover, dedicated 220 volt circuit with breaker and fuse disconnect. Customer will be responsible for the city permits. I don't think he's gonna pull them, honestly, according to what Kevin told me, but that's up to him. Okay, so he's already agreed that that's his responsibility.
Oh,
So
Michael Kohler's?
Yeah, he's responsible for the permits and HERS test.
Oh yeah.
Maytag, 1.5 ton condenser, 14 SEER, will perform at a 15 SEER as the furnace is a variable speed. And then he shows the Maytag unit as it is already coated and painted for salt air applications. This will greatly extend the life of the equipment. And this unit has the lowest decibel rating in this class. Special coil will be used in the attic due to limited space. Refrigerant lines will be covered with a vinyl cover that look like rain gutters.
what was that last one you said? Something about the attic? The best place for...
It's a special coil that will be used due to the limited space in the attic.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he means by that either, except
So that's
it might
something
be
you may,
a-
and right here, if you look at,
Okay, it's a ductwork coil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
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 So looking at here, I mean, he's got basically everything in here. It's about an $8,000 job. I was going to go into pictures because Kevin usually is really good at taking pictures. So we got a lot of different pictures up here. I'm not really sure what the coil he's talking about, but you may want to talk to him about that. He said he's going to be late as well because running that call this morning.
I just
But-
don't know where he wants us to put it.
I assume he has it ordered, so, I mean, once I see it, I'll be able to put it.
I don't know if he does or not, but that's one thing, like I was gonna tell you,
I'll
make
call
sure that
AC
you,
Pro about it.
well, I would talk to Kevin first and say, hey, is everything already ordered? If it is already ordered, now, on this one here, I'm going to, I had thought that we were getting some money on this ahead of time, but I didn't see that on here, so,
See you there, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been there quite a bit actually. I did some drywall there as well, and I've done some patchwork.
Okay.
Just
Just make sure you communicate with Kevin, and make sure what is ordered, what's not ordered, if it's not ordered, what's the special thing going up in the attic, you know, just make sure you kind of get all the stuff, so we order once, pick up once,
Yeah.
you know, because again, Bryce is doing this truck today, he's not gonna be here for, you know, he'll probably be here till 2:30, but I don't wanna be having to run around getting parts all day, because we really need to get this thing done by tomorrow. Okay, so we have today and tomorrow to get it done.
If it's just a condenser coil and electrical, we should be good, don't you?
Yeah, we should.
Well, I hope so. That'd be great. But I have you guys scheduled through tomorrow on it just in case. So that's what Kevin told me, 2 guys, 2 days, and I just said, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And we already know what Jason's got going on today. He's got a couple of toilets. He's going out on his own today to kind of
Hell yeah.
hopefully.
Someone kick you out of the nest. Huh?
All right.
Fly,
So
baby, fly!
Get that money.
Let's hope I don't hit the ground.
as you guys all know, I mean, it's getting busy. It's hot. I mean, yesterday, it's funny because I looked at the weather and it said like 85, 86, but I'm outside and I got in my car, it was 102. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
humid.
way off
Humid.
and very
Humid as
humid,
all
right?
get out.
It was 81 by my house, it was raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is Texas.
Yeah, exactly. The weather's changing. I was at my house this morning and I left and it was 73 degrees at 6, and not even 6 in the morning, at 5:45.
Yeah.
I mean, so, you know, I know it's getting hot, so you guys just
Summer's
expect,
coming back with the
summer's
passion.
coming back, we're finally starting to get busy, we got a lot of stuff going on even next week already. Kevin's been selling stuff, with this new channel guy, our comfort advisor coming on Monday to kind of take some of the stress off of Kevin, because he's working like a dog.
I love to meet him.
Yeah, so he's a good guy from what I heard, and you know, only time will tell.
Yeah, me personally, I wasn't a fan of the last one, but.
Oh, who, Charlie?
Yeah, well, I just.
I
asked
wasn't
him-
either.
Yeah, I asked him. I was like, "What do you know about smart home like upgrades?" And he's like, "Oh, not that much." And I'm just thinking, like, why would I flip anything to you? Like, if you don't know
Yeah.
this kind of stuff, this is the main thing that I was
Well-
upselling on.
The guy worked for a company for a long time in HVAC, but their system is completely different. And the guy, being older like he was, he also admittedly said, you know, hey, I'm too old for this technology stuff, and I don't. He wanted to do
Yeah.
everything by paper. It just wasn't a good fit.
In an industry that's constantly changing, it's you
Yeah.
have to just keep up with it.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
So this guy's younger. He's in his, I think, I'm gonna guess his mid-30s. He seems to really kind of have. He knows plumbing as well, so we got
That's
that
good.
side of it as well. So he seems to be quite a bit more in sync with everything. So
From what I
hopefully
hear,
it'll
he's
work out.
more of a hands-on kind of guy too. So
Yeah.
he's able to like. He's mechanically inclined. He's able to do these kind of things.
Right. Yeah. And Charlie, on the other hand, you try to set him up into an attic. He's like, "What am I going up there for? I don't know what all that stuff is."
Put the camera.
But I
on.
know, but he knew the jargon a little bit, like
Yeah.
14C or whatever, da 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 da, 1.5 ton, 2.5, whatever.
We took him on an estimate, Kevin and I, and we started explaining to him what we'd already done there and what we were looking at doing. He's like, I've never done anything like that before.
Yeah.
And I just look at him like, well, you're not helpful at all. then."
Oh, yeah, and that's kind of, and I think that's kind of, he started seeing how we do things compared, because all his leads were from internet leads. So people were
Right.
just wanting him to come out and give an estimate, and he was basically just no questions to ask, fill out these things here, and then guess what? It tells you what I need, and it wasn't technology, it's all on paper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then you can have this, and that, and then here's a price, and that's all he did. So it wasn't nearly what we were really looking for, but hopefully now this will work out, and
Yeah.
but I am looking, like I said, I'm still looking for another HVAC installer type of person with hopefully some diagnostic abilities. That's what I'm looking for the HVAC side. I'm still looking for plumbers. I need at least 2 plumbers. I got ads in both places going on right now, so I'm really looking for plumbers. Because Sarah is just getting to the point where she keeps selling stuff and then there's no one to do it. And then it's just Jason right now, really. Because Luciano and Phil are gone. I mean, you know, we were thinking about bringing Nick back just to because Kevin talked to him, and then he didn't show up 2 days in a row. So he's not even in my book even an option anymore. But I was going to give him another chance. Say, hey, let's just try it temporary and see what
I
happens.
would like to have Nick back though. He was a good plumber.
He's a good guy, but I can't count on him ever,
Yeah, I know.
ever. I mean,
That's
literally ever.
True.
He shows up when I don't expect him, when I don't have work going on, and whenever I need work, he's never available. It's like the worst possible scenario. You might as well just not answer calls because you don't know if Nick's going to be there. And that's, I love the guy as far as the way he did the work when he was here, but we can't be a business for any long period of time with having people who don't show up. And that,
business.
we all got
Be
personal
reliable.
problems and medical problems and issues, but if you can't be to work, it doesn't help me, and it can't be a personal relationship, it's a business relationship.
Yep.
So, I'd like to, if I had someone with Nick's abilities, it'd be great. So if you guys know somebody that's reliable, plumber, experienced, same thing, we need a couple of guys as soon as possible for that. Drains even, I'm actually putting an ad in for a drain guy. We don't do a lot of drains, but I want someone who's experienced on the jetter and stuff like that as well, if we can get them, so. But that's
Jetter's
it.
easy.
What's that?
Jetter's easy.
It's also very dangerous.
Yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
A lot of people are afraid of it, and if you don't have a lot of experience, you can really, really hurt yourself. And
or
other things.
mess up all the pipes.
Or
You
cut
can
your hand
also
off.
collapse a pipe very
Yeah.
easily with the jetter. You can also get the jetter hose or the head of the jetter stuck in a pipe that has a crack or has roots. Very, very easy if you don't know what you're doing. So running the jetter, just turning it on and off and pushing it in and out, that's fine. The other thing about a jetter that a lot of people don't realize is if you don't keep the heads clean, you will have nothing but issues. Because basically here's what happens with the jetter head. You have holes in the front that are putting the water going through, and then there's holes in the back that push it forward, right? So you usually have more holes in the back than in the front that push it more forward on a jetter. If you don't keep those clean, and there's a little tool, it's kind of like a little pick. It has several little size picks that you put in the holes and keep it clean, because you get little rocks and dirt and stuff in there. If you don't keep it clean, this is what happened to one of my guys, and I kid you not, workers' comp issue, big deal. He didn't have his head clean. So he was by himself, which isn't recommended either. You should always have two people, and this
You
is
get a
why.
dirty head.
So he puts the head in the pipe, gets it in there a little bit. Pipe puts it in, gets it down the sweep and gets down there a couple of feet, 2-3 feet, goes and turns it on. And then he was going to feed it in. As soon as he got to where the clean out is, the thing backed up because the front jets were fine. It pushed it backwards towards him. But the back jets were not coming, they were clogged, at least most of them. It came back at him, like a snake, out of the deal. And he tried to block his face because it came towards his face, almost cut off his finger. Those things are so powerful, they can go right through you.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of, they'll use fruit, like a watermelon or an orange or a grapefruit, and they put a dye in there, and then they show you how it, not only does it go into the fruit, but it shoots so powerful that that dye will fill the fruit, because it's not just going like a direct line. It's so powerful that it spreads to the entire thing. So if it gets into your hand, you're thinking about, you have sewage, raw sewage, not only going into your hand or into your wherever it's going to hit, it's going to go different directions too. So you can totally infect yourself by getting a small little cut or something on there. But it will cut your finger right off. It really will. So it's important to keep your jetter heads clean, just as an FYI, because since we're talking about it, I just thought I'd tell you, it's really important. But
So
that's
every
why
time?
Huh?
Before every use?
I would use for every use. You check your equipment before you use it. On that
Oh, yeah.
jetter, when you turn that thing on, if you don't, you don't check it, it's very possible that
Do
someone's
we
going to get
even
hurt.
have those cleaning tools for? I've never seen them in the jetter. We probably
They're
have to
about
get 'em.
$12 at any of our supply houses.
I don't know
Ferguson
where
has
I've
them.
never
It's just
seen
like it looks like an Allen wrench set kinda.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit smaller because they're just little. There's little really itty bitty ones, and they're just like a little poker, and they fold up and close in, kind of like a knife would fold up into a.
Are they just like straight little picks or like little 90-degree
No,
picks?
they're straight little picks. That's all they are. And you just tell them it's for jetter. It's a jetter head cleaning tool, and that's what it is. And there's maybe 6 different sizes, from really really tiny for like the small jetter ones to the little bit larger.
For the handful of times I've used it, I've never cleaned any of that jet.
Yeah, and they come with, when you get a jetter, they come with them, but they always get lost because people don't even ever use them. That's the
Yeah, I don't
problem.
think we have them in our jetters, like.
Yeah, so the next,
so
we're gonna go through the truck, well, he's going through the truck right now, and so we're gonna go through and see what heads we need to replace and all that stuff as it is, but we'll get one of those because we need to have it. So as long as you guys know what it is, and then I'll show it to you once I get it, because it's important, okay?
I know we've been missing the little small head for the jetter though, like, I don't know.
And you know, if someone doesn't tell me, it's like funny because you guys used the jetter the other day and someone's telling me, well, we don't know where all the jetter heads are, and so we're trying to call Phil and Luciano, who basically were quitting that day. Oh yeah, so everything's on there and half the stuff's broke, blah, 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 blah. Well, they never ever said one word to me. So how would I know? How can we fix it? How can we get a new one? How can we do anything if no one says anything?
Yeah.
You know? So you guys gotta let us know when stuff gets bad or is missing or whatever, because we can't do anything about it unless we know. All right? All right, so we got a pretty busy day, so let's get out there, get it done, guys, and make some money.
The gas company never filled up the truck 14 last night,
Okay.
so that thing's pretty
Yeah.
much all.